Welcome, everybody, to beautiful Miami and Hard Rock Stadium, site of this year's Capital One Orange Bowl, part, of course, of the college football playoff. We've reached the semifinal stage, one last hurdle to clear before that national championship game. And today we're going to find out who's got the toughness and the depth to continue their drive and keep championship dreams alive. As we'll see the number 3 seed in this playoff, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on the number 2 seed in the playoff, the UCLA Bruins. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff semifinal. Which team will keep their national championship hopes alive today? The kickoff team is out there, and here we go with this playoff semifinal game. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. Ball spotted at the 18-yard line. Should have just taken a knee. First down here for this offense. And here's the handoff. The gain is 5, so it's 2nd and 5 now.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
A gain makes it 2nd and medium. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. They'll tackle him at the 27.
When you can get good chunks of yardage like this on early downs, it just keeps you on schedule, leading to more manageable third down situations. Never underestimate the value of consistently getting 4 more yards a pop like that.
So here we go now, 3rd and inches on this opening drive. Can they pick up the first on the ground? The Volunteers pick up enough yardage for a fresh set of downs.
Boy, an opportunity missed here by this defense. They get them to 3rd down. They load up the line of scrimmage, but they could not deny this back of coming up with that conversion.
The Vols will have 1st and 10 here. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. And the sophomore a little bit too much air into that throw.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between a quarterback and the receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. He's got a lot of time back there to throw the ball, and eventually that's going to cost you.
So 2nd and 10 after the previous play. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Tough spot. The offense has to convert a 3rd and long from the 30 to get this drive going. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble. Oh, the sack is made there by the freshman.
This is exactly how you can slow down the momentum and a rhythm of an offense. You got to get some tackles for loss and some sacks. This time, they come up with a sack by getting after that quarterback.
On the return, it's Williams. And the coverage team makes the stop on this return. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Here comes a handoff. Great move there. Breaking free at the 35. It's a huge gain all the way down inside the 30. Well, the big fella's Kirk flowing to the right there. The defense just has no answer. It's a huge gain.
Yeah, and what a patience there by the running back. Just allowing those blocks to be set up there off to the right. And then once he saw the crease in the defense, accelerates through that hole to show you what kind of speed he has for a big gain and a first down.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Powers through. Will he score here? Touchdown, Bruins. He would not be denied.
Well, that's a well-oiled machine right there. Everyone on this offense has been a star in their roles. And when they're rolling like this, it results in quick and positive results.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. Now they get set to kick it away. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. And Tennessee's offense back out on the field now. The last time they were forced to punt it away. Can they get points out of this possession? Pressure is coming. He's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
It has been a tough first half in this playoff game for this offense. They cannot get anything going through the air. Not only are they down the scoreboard, but there's really nothing to build around as we get ready to go into the second half.
Incompletion sets up a second down. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Catch hauled in here over the middle. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
The quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
One of those critical third down plays coming up. They'll try to run for the first down. The Vols look to keep this drive moving.
Great job here by this offense being able to convert. Let's face it, they've dug themselves a hole. They're down here early in this game. And with all this hype, the last thing you want to do is have to punt the ball. Come up with a conversion, keep your rhythm, keep your momentum, stick to your playbook. Good job here. Now let's see if they can keep that rhythm going.
Second down after that previous play. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. Short connection to the tight end here. Breaks loose at the 40. The ball is loose. Recovery by the defense. Headed the other way.
That's a great play by the defender who forced the fumble, but let's also recognize the heads-up play from the guy who recovered it. They were in the right place, just the right time.
And the UCLA offense back out on the field. Great possession last time. They punched it into the end zone, and the defense come up with a stop this time. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. They make the tackle, but that's an excellent gain. Moves the ball to the 33.
Chris, how about the accuracy here by this quarterback to pick up the first down? And, man, UCLA has had some great play at quarterback. DTR, who just left recently, going back to Cade McNown, and, of course, Troy Aikman, one of the best to ever play the game.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. They'll run it here. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
The game makes it second and medium. They'll run the option. They're going to run it. Back gets the carry. It's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
Christine, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
So now from the 27, the offense faces a 3rd and short. How aggressive will they play it? And there's the handoff. And they pick up the first out of the 23, getting closer to the red zone.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
The Bruins pick up first down yardage to keep the drive going. They're going to run it. Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Quarterback operating an empty set. Offense switches it up here, looking to throw the ball now. And the junior able to get home with the sack.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
Defense looking for back-to-back sacks. 3rd down now. They go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Defense able to stop him. It's 4th down now. So they'll settle for a field goal attempt here. The field goal is good. And that will extend their lead even further. They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
And the Volunteers' powerful offense back out in the field. A fumble the last possession only led to a field goal. Can they shake off that mistake and get it going here? It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw a good pass rush there on first down.
Well, this defense has been incredible all year long, and they continue to be that way in the postseason. Just getting after this offense, whether it's putting pressure on the quarterback, great coverage downfield. Right now, they are dominating this game.
Now it's 2nd down here. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
I mean, Chris, you have to admire this offense. They continue to try to sprinkle in the run game, even though it's not been able to really get established. But they're not just becoming one-dimensional. You got to respect that, and hopefully at some point it'll pay off.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. That deep shot is caught for a big gain. And an explosive play. Stop finally made across midfield at the 44. And the Vols starting a new series here on 1st and 10. And now the handoff. And the defense able to bring him down to wrap up the first quarter of play. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Hand off to the single back. Minimal gain brought down short of the marker.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Critical third down play for this offense right here. Can he get there on the ground? Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Well, they don't block the defensive end and shows some quickness, Kurt, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
The attempt is no good. After the miss, they're still down by 10.
Chris, you and I were on the field in warm-ups. We saw this guy hit a 62-yarder that hit the crossbar and actually went over. So we know that he has the leg to make this kick. I just don't think he got enough on it.
And the Bruins offense back out on the field. Had to reluctantly settle for a field goal last time out. Really want to find the end zone here. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Second down play coming up for this offense. Takes the toss, heads to his right. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2. That was an excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
He's not going to get the first down. It's 4th down. The Bruins will bring their punt team on the field now. We'll see what he can do with the return. Returner tackle right there. That's where they start the drive. And Tennessee's high-powered offense is back out on the field. They need something out of this possession. Last time they settled for a field goal attempt, but then they missed it. And that pass is hauled in over the middle and uses his speed to pick up solid yardage.
Boy, great throw and a first down for Tennessee, and they are in business. This quarterback is playing well, and, you know, Chris, they are able to recruit the nation when it comes to quarterback play because of the history and tradition they have. Started really with Peyton Manning, but has worked its way through. Think about T. Martin, won the national title in '98. Hendon Hooker, what he did a few years ago. Go back to Josh Dobbs. Well, they've got some great quarterbacks that have played here.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, that's the drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to this big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
They're backed up here trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Oh, nice play by the defender. Got a hand in there to break up the pass.
Boy, it looked like the quarterback had everything that he needed there. Had great protection. The receiver ran a nice route. Just not able to convert there on that third down. Let's see what their decision is on fourth down coming up.
And he's brought down immediately. No fair catch there, but that might have been the smarter play. And the Bruins offense is back out on the field. They're looking to build on the lead. They had to punt the football in their last possession. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. Going the other way, can they catch him? And he steps out, but that's the takeaway this defense was looking for.
He didn't really seem to feel like he had anybody open. He just puts it up in the air, and the defense says, thank you, we'll take it.
Testing the right side here. It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, another short gain for this offense on the ground, and you got to give a lot of credit to the defense. They have really negated that aspect of this offense the entire first half and really making them one-dimensional. And if that doesn't change, I don't know how they get back into this game.
Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
Well, I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run, but look at this. Put themselves in a perfect third down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
An important third down conversion coming here in the red zone. They'll try to pick up the third down yardage on the ground. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. So the decision is to not go for it, but settle for 3. Here comes the field goal team. No problem. Knocks it right through.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. He's going to return it from near the goal line. Tackled at the 22. Good job by the coverage team. And the UCLA offense takes the field. Remember, the last possession ended quickly. Interception on the first play. Let's see if they can do better here. They're gaining some breathing room now. Tackled at the 26.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Looking to throw. It's Hayes. Looking right. This one caught. They get him down quickly. Not much of a gain on that completion. Made the catch, but he was surrounded for not much room to run.
They did a really good job that time of leveraging him out in space. I thought he might have a chance to be able to shake loose because he is so elusive. But defense, as you said, did a really good job in the open field surrounding him. Just nowhere for him to go to pick up any more positive yards.
Looking to pick up the first down through the air. It's complete. Breaks loose at the 40. They bring him down, but not before he gains first down yardage.
Most defensive coordinators focus a lot of their energy on how their unit performs on 3rd down and in the red zone. They give up a couple more 3rd down conversions like that, and they're in for a very unpleasant film session on Monday.
And the Bruins with 1st and 10 here. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Handoff from the shotgun. Tackle up near midfield at the 48. And the clock stops now for the 2-minute warning. A chance to strategize here before we reach halftime.
Because I just love to see this offensive line in this running game able to establish themselves. This back is already over 50 yards. We're in the first half, so really good job of establishing the run game. Opens up the play action, opens up one-on-one opportunities. Just keep winning the battle up front.
Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. You're right. He shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it here. Cannot connect. Incomplete, and now 4th down. The Bruins will bring their punt team onto the field. They're going to kick it away for the 2nd time. Trying to return the punt for some extra yardage. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. And the Volunteers' high-tempo offense is back out on the field. If they want to cut into this lead before halftime, they have to work quickly now. Tries the right with a quick throw. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on.
Oh, my gosh. They go for the big play, and they drop. Boy, that hurts, and it hurts their momentum and a chance at a big play.
Here's the 2nd down play. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Run it up the middle, but stuff for no gain.
Tell you, this defense continues to just be physical at the line of scrimmage. Offense can't do anything on the ground, and by doing that, this defense is allowing their defensive front to get pressure on the quarterback. Every time they drop back to throw, they become a one-dimensional offense.
Lets it go quickly. Makes the catch downfield. Tackle made after a big gain.
Chris, there's a lot of pressure on this offense here early in this game. They're down early, 3rd down and long. Nice job of protecting. The last thing they want to do is have to punt this ball away. So instead, quarterback has time, nice throw, and it's a 1st down.
Thrown quickly, caught in the right flat. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball to the +40.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
And that run produces a decent game.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on 1st down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a 1st down. The Volunteers come up to the line to crank the tempo up here. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. He steps out of bounds. No gain on the play.
That's another sack for this defense, Chris. If I'm not mistaken, they've had a lot of pressures. I think that's their 2nd sack of this game. And this defense has a lot to do with why they have this nice lead here early in the game.
After the sack on 1st down, it's 2nd down. The back's got it. The pickup is 9. That's what they're looking for. Sets up a 3rd and 1 now. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice, solid game.
And the Volunteers move into the red zone. Try and muscle for the 1st down. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play.
It's a good job here by this offensive line and the running back. Listen, these guys have really had a lot to do with why they're in this playoff game, right? So give it to the offensive line in the back. Get the 1st down on this 3rd and short. See what you can do from here.
About time this offense gets going. It's a 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground here. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What's an offense doing on 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend 1st down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that 1st down.
So, with only a few seconds left in the half, out comes the field goal unit. Long enough and good. And That field goal, the final play of this opening half. Minute's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Volunteers will kick it deep to begin the second half. And the returner elects to fair catch it. No return. And the UCLA offense is back out on the field. Linebackers maybe trying to confuse the line with some movement. Escapes the sack. And left with no option, just has to throw it away.
Man, I like this play. And not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
The offense now operating in empty. He's back to throw again after that incompletion on first down. On the junior, gets home, making a sack there.
Well, let's face it, they dug themselves a hole in the first half. But I'll tell you what, they're coming out with a new look and a new energy here to start the second half.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Fires it to the wideout. Catch is made down the middle. They attack the deep middle of this defense. Could come up with a big play.
Nice job giving that quarterback time to throw. Good job of making that read to the middle of the field and working against those safeties, and a big play is the result.
The Bruins begin a new series here, 1st and 10. Off the play fake, looking to throw. And now the ball comes out. A disastrous play from the start. Now the defense has got it going the other way.
I think that's on the quarterback and the offensive line. They were breathing down this quarterback's neck before he could even recognize that they were there. They were able to knock it loose.
And Tennessee's offense back out on the field now. They're finally looking to click. This has been a struggle for both offenses so far. They'll run it to the right side. Runs through the defender. That's a solid game there, showing off the stiff arm.
Coaches told us in the pregame production meetings they love this back's mixture of speed and power. We know about the speed. They also showed the ability to break tackles on that run.
Offense will keep it on the ground here. Take it down, but not before he makes the first down.
Well, it's a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
Fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Ball handed off. Stopped right there at the line. No gain.
The back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Handoff here from the shotgun. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. Offense facing a 3rd down now. They can still get a first down without scoring. It's a toss to the left side. Defense stops him short of the marker, so now it's 4th down. And out comes the field goal unit. So from the left hash, this is just a chip shot. And it sails right through the middle of the uprights. Solid kick. Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
And here's the return from inside the 5. He's got some daylight, turning on the speed. Turns on the speed. It's a foot race. Touchdown, UCLA. He'll stroll into the end zone. But they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. Return starts from inside the 5. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. And the Volunteers' powerful offense back out in the field. Last time out, they moved the ball well, but had to settle for a chip shot field goal. And it falls incomplete. Offense facing a 2nd and 10. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Makes a quick catch. They bring him down, but the drive has now reached the 35.
Boy, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. Forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
That completion good for a first down. The offense working with a new set of downs here. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Oh, a sack. The senior on this defense making a big play.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
First down sack pushes the ball back. Second down coming up. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Receiver makes the catch, and they've got him.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
Offense facing a 3rd and short from the 41. Can they make the first down and avoid a tricky 4th down decision? Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. It's a great catch on the sideline. What an effort to stay in bounds.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
The Vols are going to keep this drive rolling. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Looks to the left. Pass caught. He's taken down, but that's a nice gain. They'll spot the ball now at the 35.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
The Vols getting set on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards. Sets up a nice 2nd and 2.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
Snags a good throw.
Well, the receiver does all the work here. Man, that is easy living for this quarterback. Really good footwork by the receiver, gets the separation, and at that point, it's just pitch and catch for the quarterback.
the Vols are in the red zone. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You've got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
Crucial third down play coming up. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down.
This is why they're in the playoff, right? Not just the ability to throw the ball, but you get to a critical moment at third down. You trust that offensive line to come up with a first down, and they get it.
And now the 11th play on this long drive. And they'll give it to the back. Stopped short of the marker after just a short gain. First play of the quarter, offense setting up for a second down play. Hand off to the back. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. This is crucial. Defense needing a stop on third down, trying to force a field goal. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. They trap him and sack him back at the 10.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying the lead.
And this one is right through.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
Returner decides to fair catch this. UCLA offense back out on the field. Crucial possession. This game just got tighter. They love to play keep away, chew on the clock. How will they call it here? Running back with the football. They pick up 4, so second down and 6 coming up.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line in the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
Getting set. Here's second down. Looking downfield. It's Hayes. Receiver makes the grab. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Crucial third down play right here. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Close to the tight end. It's caught downfield. They tackle him at the 48, but it's enough for a new first down.
When the defense gets these guys to third down, they got a chance to get them off the field, and instead they give up the first down. So the clock will continue to move, and the defense is really at the mercy of this offense at this point.
They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Makes a quick grab. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first. They bring him down, but the veteran quarterback shows off that trademark arm strength.
How about that play call here, Chris? I mean, I'm thinking they're going to run the football and continue to work this clock. This gives you an idea how much confidence they have in their passing game and his quarterback, being able to throw the football with the lead in the fourth quarter, completion, and you're able to keep that clock moving.
Second down play coming up. The defense with pre-snap movement of its own. He'll hand it off. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. They'll try the left side with a toss. Brought down to the 27. It's a first down. This offense is really threatening now.
Boy, as a head coach, you preach fourth quarter offense all year long. The importance of being able to finish out a game. This is a great example. They have secured this football, this drive. They've been able to convert on third downs, and they keep moving this clock. This is a clinic on how to run a 4-minute offense.
Important second down play coming up. And of course, they'll work the clock here, keep it on the ground. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain.
Positive yards are always important for an offense, but at this stage of the game, late in the ball game, playing with the lead, you're thinking about working that clock and continually keep the ball in bounds.
Offense now operating in the red zone, facing a 3rd and short from the 20. Can he make it to the marker? Zero running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
How about that, Chris? They run the football here on third down, almost pick up the first down. What it does, though, is gives them a much better chance if they decide to go for this of picking up that first down.
So on fourth down, it's an all-important field goal attempt. Hold your breath here. And it's good.
Well, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. And Tennessee's high-powered offense is back out on the field. The last possession, they moved it, but settled for a chip shot. So sort of an unsatisfying result. Looking to do more here. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
I just love to see positive yards here on this opening play of this drive because it can get you into a rhythm. Let's face it, you're down by 8. You need yards, you need rhythm. Field goals are not going to help you. They need a touchdown in that 2-point conversion.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down. And the quarterback dropping back. Running out of time in the pocket. And the freshman able to get home with the sack.
If this team can hold on today and win, this pass rush deserves all the credit in the world. They have gotten after this quarterback so many times. Really, every time the opposing offense does something positive, it feels like a sack just stops any progress.
Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. He'll take a deep shot here. Deep shot caught inside the 25. Brought down to the 18, and suddenly this offense is in the red zone.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they
got space, looking to score. You know, make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Volunteers. Kirk, you look for rust, you look for jitters in the opening drive, not any sign of it for that offense.
You know, the offensive coordinator, when we talked with him this week, he had a feeling that this offense was going to be able to start fast, but I don't even know if he thought they would look this good this early.
So obviously down two, they'll go for the two-point conversion to try to tie the score. They'll try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. And he doesn't make it. Stop short, and the defense preserving a two-point lead here. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. And it's fielded. Returner trying to make something happen. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. We head now to the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to bleed out the clock and secure this win. And the Bruins offense back out on the field. And they play keep away here. Just protect this lead in the final 2 minutes. He shreds the tackle. They'll tackle him right at the 25-yard line. Now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Use the running game to chew on this clock now. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Timeout, UCLA. So a very makeable third down for this offense from the 26-yard line. And looks like the quarterback's going to run it. And he will be stuffed for no gain. Now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. And the Bruins will send their punt team onto the field. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. And the Volunteers' high-tempo offense is back out on the field. They'll try to pick up the yardage on the ground. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. Quarterback hands this off and just nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
Second down after that previous play. No press here. The defense backing away. It's an out route. The catch made.
Chris, it's so easy to get excited about the receivers on the outside and their ability to make big plays. But the slot receivers are just as exciting, especially with their finesse, quickness, and ability to make guys miss in the middle of that field.
So now it's third and short from the 43. Can they keep the drive going or perhaps face a tough fourth down decision? Good enough for first down yardage.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the first down.
The Volunteers line up on 1st and 10 now. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Now it's second down here. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. He's going to take off. The sophomore calls his own number and keeps this drive moving.
How many times have we seen this late in the fourth quarter? Because you know the pass rush is going to get after him. They get upfield. They get a great pass rush. What do they create? Space and running lanes. And he takes off and picks up some nice yards.
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. They'll hurry to the line here with the clock running. Looking to pass this time. And here comes a deep shot. Catch made down inside the 15-yard line. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big game.
And the Volunteers looking to take advantage of the red zone trip here. They'll hand it off. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. And it's the defense stopping the clock now with 14 seconds remaining. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. On the handoff, they'll test the right side here. And the runner brought down after just a short gain. Well, that's a great performance in a pressure moment, but now the job gets even more exciting, even bigger as they go on to the national championship game and play for that trophy.
And this is a new era. I mean, think about the weeks, the amount of games that these guys have been able to play, and to be able to accomplish this, to get to the national championship, that says everything about the endurance of this football team, both mentally and physically, and they get one more hurdle to see if they can become the national champs.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation